Hey guys. As you can see, I have Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney now. I didn't do it the exact day I got the money. I waited like a day just to make sure that it had gone through. So I put like a bunch of money onto my Steam account and bought a bunch of games. I can't play them all, and if I do play them frequently, it's gonna end up having to be put on my external hard drive just because of how big the games are. I was on time. Ace Attorney Day. Yes. Okay. So, I got Ace Attorney a couple days ago. Literally earlier this week. I believe on the Wednesday. And I got the trilogy because it was on sale. Why would I not get the trilogy when Ace Attorney is one of my favourite game series? So I got the trilogy. The thing about that is, here's the thing. I wasn't sure about it. Like, I wasn't sure about getting it. Someone stayed up pretty late last night playing it. Yes. I wasn't sure about doing it today, so I ran it by CL this morning, whether or not I should play Sims or play Ace Attorney, and they requested Ace Attorney. Now, as CL has mentioned, I stayed up really late last night playing it. That is because I made it a mission to finish the first Ace Attorney game before I streamed it. Right? So, yeah, I was up until almost 3 a.m. Well, I got to 2 a.m. playing it. And then it went to 3 a.m. because I was trying to sort out the new scene for any Steam games. That and you're a simp. Yeah. Nah, and I'm a simp. But yeah, I was spamming through dialogue because the whole game's dialogue. Apologies. A little bunged up at the moment. One second. I'm gonna blow my nose. Anyway, I was up until 2 playing the final episode so that I could finish the first game. And I did. I did finish the first game. It took longer than I originally anticipated, so maybe that's why I was up so late, but I got a little bit of toast here, so forgive me if I seem a little nummy at the moment. I've got like 2 tiny pieces that are probably not much bigger, like, width-wise than your thumb. It's about square, about the size of your thumb, if you got fucking small hands like me. About an inch, you know? Small pieces. It's an inch? I've got ruler. Yep, no, it's an inch. Don't ask me why I have a ruler. I'm an art student. It's unquestionable. I don't have anything to measure with it. If you know what I mean. Yeah, but currently I do have Ace Attorney up and running. However, I have put the box sounds, so when like you move across to a different box and stuff, I've turned that off, so I've turned the sound effects off, I guess, and the music down, so that, you know, my music can play at the start, and when we go into it, I'll turn them back up. I'll turn them to midway, like they were when I originally booted it up. Actually no, I'll turn the music to halfway, because it goes from 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. 1 is obviously low, and God, I'm sorry, it feels like I have like a bubble in my nose. Like a bubble that's just going up and down. I can't get rid of it. I've blown my nose and everything. But yeah. Currently have it up. I'm gonna turn the music back up to 2. Because that's an enjoyable sound. And I'll keep the boxes at 1 because you're gonna be moving boxes around a lot. You're gonna be switching between stuff a lot. So, you know, it's gonna get irritating, perhaps, after a while. It doesn't irritate me, oddly enough. I really thought it would, but it didn't. So, you know. And I've got text boxes on full transparency, or as transparent as they can go, just so you can see the character model underneath. Because there are some very pretty things. This game is very aesthetically pleasing. Also, found out through staring at the wiki to span through the game, because I only really care up to Turnabout Goodbyes or the DL6 incident, which is the 4th episode. So I only really care up to that point. So yeah. Hang on. I'm just double checking that if I press new game. if I press new game, and it completely erases all the work that I've done up to this point, I'm gonna hope that's not the case, then fine. You know, it's fine. I've gone through the first game, which was my aim, and I know what happens, so, you know, we will deal with it when it comes. Okay. And there we go. That one. Now, you do that. We go here. Here. Okay, so actually, we'll go back to the options. So this is basically just if I press enter, it'll fill me in the whole box, I think. I'll leave it on that. Yeah, so this is transparency. Put it on high transparency so you can see the character underneath. Q, slide over. I've got it on the highest resolution because this is the shittest. So, highest resolution. As high as I can get it. Currently at full screen because, you know, obviously. Vertical sync, no. Anyway, these are the keys that I'm using. It's all, funky. But I know what I'm doing now. I played around. Fucked around, found out. Oh my god. Yeah, so we have 3 games here. We have Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney, Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney Justice for All, and Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney Trials and Tribulations. I'm going to be starting on this one for personal reasons, off stream, because I wanna play through things first before I stream them. In terms of Ace Attorney, anyway, because baby liked the game. See, as you can see, I've got all of these. If you'll take notice of the titles, this is the first Turnabout, Turnabout Sisters, Turnabout Samurai, Turnabout Goodbyes, and Rise from the Ashes. Now, that may not seem a big deal to you if you don't know much about Ace Attorney, but Rise from the Ashes is either one of 2 or one of very few episodes of Ace Attorney that doesn't involve Professor Layton, because there is a Professor Layton crossed over with Ace Attorney thing, which I really, really want to play, because Ace Attorney plus Professor Layton, oh my god, I fucking love them. But yeah, Rise from the Ashes is one of few episodes out of all of Ace Attorney that don't involve the word turnabout in the title. So, that's that. So the first trial is, my knowledge of Ace Attorney is solely based on the Random Encounters musical. It's not entirely accurate. I've not watched it, but from the fact that you said Larry Butts got shoved off a roof or faked his death, yeah, no, it's not that accurate. But this one's pretty short because, you know, it's the starter one. It's the baby trial. Then these 3 tend to be around the same size. So, and then this one is extra fucking long. I am not joking. It has an extra, like, 4 parts, I think. Yeah. It is nuts. Anyway, we are going to start with the first turnabout. Yes. She did. Damn it. Why me? I can't get caught. Not like this. I've got to find someone to pin this on. Someone like him. I'll make it look like he did it. Bruh, someone getting framed for murder. Me and my last bit of toast, so. Cheers. Hey, Nana says hello. Oh. Say hi to Nana for me. Yep. If you don't know, Hot Bun is currently with her grandparents, so. She's with her grandparents on Mum's side, so. Boy, howdy. Oh my god. Hang on. Pim num bumder. Hello. Everyone getting well acquainted? Alright. Gonna move chat so that I can see it better. Okay, there we go. Right, let's do this. Boy, am I nervous. Right. Oh, hiya, Chief. Phew, I'm glad I made it on time. Well, I have to say, Phoenix, I'm impressed. Not everyone takes on a murder trial right off the bat like this. Yeah, Wi-Fi is terrible here. Yeah. Wi-Fi over there isn't the best. Yeah, she's cute. She's very cute. She is. She is pretty. It says a lot about you. And your client as well. Thanks. Well, I'm eating a hot crust bun right now. I just had a piece of peanut butter toast, so that's it. I know Panda ate apple slices earlier. Cammy decided to be bulky and has now got her bark collar on. It's literally just to make a sound at her throat so she stops doing it. It's not like she gets a zap. It's not an electrical shock one. It's just a buzzing and a noise. A deterrent. Actually, it's because I owe him a favor. A favor? You mean you knew the defendant before this case? Yeah. Actually, I kind of owe my current job to him. He's one of the reasons I became an attorney. Well, that's news to me. I want to help him out any way I can. I just really want to help him. I owe him that much. It's over. My life, everything, it's all over. Is that your client screaming over there? Yep, it's him. Death, despair, oh, I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna die. It sounds like he wants to die. Yeah. Nick. Hey. Hey there, Larry. Dude, I'm so guilty. Tell them I'm guilty. Give me the death sentence, I ain't afraid to die. This motherfucker's very dramatic. I hope you know this. What? What's wrong, Larry? Oh, it's all over. I'm finished. Finished! I can't live in a world without her. I can't. Who took her away from me, Nick? Who did this? Oh, Nick, you gotta tell me who took my baby away. The person responsible for your girlfriend's death? The newspapers say it was you. My name is Phoenix Wright. Here's the story. My first case is a fairly simple one. A young woman was killed in her apartment. The guy they arrested was the unlucky sap dating her, Larry Butts. My best friend since grade school. Our school had a saying, when something smells, it's usually the butts. Which is mildly funny, because, of course, someone had to make a butt joke. In the 23 years I've known him, it's usually been true. He has a knack for getting himself in trouble. One thing I can say, though, it's usually not his fault. He just has terrible luck. But I know better than anyone that he's a good guy at heart. That, and I owe him one. Which is why I took the case, to clear his name. And that's just what I'm going to do. I got to go out to town. Oh, cool. Mum and Dad are out in town and Panda's watch the dogs, so have fun. I definitely will. I definitely will. I fucking love Ace Attorney. Okay. August 3rd, 10 AM. District Court. Courtroom number 2. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Larry Butts. Because you can seriously say that name.
The prosecution is ready, Your Honor.
I'm gonna give him that one because he sounds like a whiny bitch. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, this is your first trial, is it not? Yes, Your Honor. I'm, a little nervous. Your conduct during this trial will decide the fate of your client. Murder is a serious charge. For your client's sake, I hope you can control your nerves. Thank you, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, given the circumstances, I think we should have a test to ascertain your readiness. Hey, how you doing? I'm doing well! I am playing one of my favorite fucking games ever, which is Ace Attorney. I've got the trilogy a couple days ago, bought it on Steam. And, yeah, I've played through the first game so far. So this is just for stream purposes. But, yeah. It's fun. I love Ace Attorney. Kitty, can I ask you something? I mean, sure. I can't guarantee I can answer it. What's up? Would you explain or tell someone before blocking them? If you have probable cause to block someone, especially if they're a toxic person, you do not owe them an explanation. Like, I have a person from an old roleplay group that I blocked because they were a toxic roleplayer, and I gave them no warning beforehand. So, it's a girl I used to like. What's your reason for blocking her? She friend-zoned me and it was hurting me so much. Like, she has a boyfriend, but I couldn't take it anymore. I mean, if you can't bring yourself to tell her, she said that being friends with her will be bad for me. Oh. Well, damn. But I didn't listen to her. Yeah, that's sort of a difficult situation. Because you don't always owe an explanation to the person you're blocking. If you can't really bring yourself to tell her why you're blocking her, then block her and don't give her a reason. You do not owe people an explanation. So I blocked her 2 years ago and recently spoke to a mutual friend, and he said she was asking about me. Ah, I feel guilty now. Yeah, that is a bit rough. Especially if you had feelings. It's not exactly easy to deal with that. A part of me wants to be her friend again. Yeah. Well, I mean, if you knew it hurt you then... okay. What should I do? Okay. I am still young. I don't have much life experience with this stuff. And I cannot give you a definitive answer. But from what I've gathered, from what you've told me, she had somebody, warned you that it wouldn't be good to continue the friendship for your own sake, but you persisted and got hurt in the process. And blocking her to distance yourself from it, it's one way to go about it. But the thing is, you need to consider your own feelings toward the topic. If the idea of being her friend again hurts just as much, and you feel like you may fall back into that cycle of pain, then I don't think it's worth it. Because it's not about her, it's about you. You need to consider your own feelings and how you would feel in that situation. Because if it hurt, then it may hurt again. And if you think you may still have feelings which could interfere with the friendship, then maybe don't unblock her. I know the guilt is hard, but you have to set boundaries for the sake of your own mental health. And if you think starting a friendship with her all over again would be damaging to your mental health, then don't do it. It's not worth putting yourself through the pain. Okay, that's the best advice I can give as someone who's not particularly good on the topic. Yeah, you're right. Just need to convince myself. Yeah. It's difficult, especially if you are a people pleaser. It can seem cruel or hurtful to set boundaries. But if it is setting boundaries for your own mental health, then it's not mean, it's necessary. I could be giving out the good advice today. Yeah, can I go back to playing the game, please? Please. Hands together in prayer, please. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna head back to the game. But if you need me. Oh yes, I'm so sorry, I just came in and went all out. It's fine, dude, it's fine. I have had people spurt worse at me. Thank you so much, by the way. Be Sonic the lawyer. It's alright, Ocean Master. It's fine. Look, I have had people spout worse shit at me. I've had people walk into the room and suddenly spurt some trauma that they've had over the weekend. It's... College is weird, man. I've heard worse. It's fine. It's good to ask others though, especially if you're unsure. Because sometimes your own feelings can interfere with the way you think about a situation. So it's always good to ask for a second opinion, even if that person's not entirely up to date with the topic. You know? Yeah. Yes, Your Honor. Ugh. Handshaking. Eyesight fading. Knees weak. Arms heavy. Vomit on his sweater already. Mom spaghetti. The test will consist of a few simple questions. Answer them clearly and concisely. Please state the name of the defendant in this case. Okay, so bottom right, you will see options and court record. Options is just, you know, game options and such. That's where I can save and all that crap. We want to go into the court record. So, we then want to press that. Yeah, so R is to switch between the profiles of the people involved and the evidence. So we want to go into profiles. This is Larry Butts, the defendant in this case. Cindy Stone, who is the victim. And the prosecutor, Winston Payne, the prosecutor for this case, lacks presence, generally bad at getting his points across. Don't be like Winston Payne. Get your points across. Defendant is Larry Butts. The defendant? Well, that's Larry Butts, Your Honor. Correct. Just keep your wits about you and you'll be fine. Next question. This is a murder trial. Tell me, what's the victim's name? Phew. I know this one. Glad I read the case report cover to cover so many times. It's... Wait. Uh-oh. No way. I forgot. I'm drawing a total blank here. Phoenix, are you absolutely sure you're up for this? You don't even know the victim's name. Yes, I do. I just checked, man. Oh, the victim. Of course I know the victim's name. I, just forgot. Temporarily. I think I feel a migraine coming on. Look, the victim's name is listed in the court record. Just press tab and check it at any time, okay? Remember to check it often. Do it for me, please. I'm begging you. Mr. Wright, who is the victim in this case? Cinder block! The victim is a cinder block. No, it's Cindy Stone. The victim's name is Cindy Stone. Correct. Now, tell me, what was the cause of death? She died because she was hit with a blunt object. She got bonked on the head. Slay, wait. What do you mean, wait? That's what happened. Yeah. She was hit with a blunt object. She was struck once by a blunt object. Correct. You've answered all my questions. I see no reason why we shouldn't proceed. You seem much more relaxed, Mr. Wright. Good for you. Thank you, Your Honor. Because I don't feel relaxed, that's for sure. Are you constipated, my guy? Well then. First question for the prosecution. Prosecution? Prosecution. Mr. Payne?
Yes, Your Honor.
Fucking hell. As Mr. Wright just told us, the victim was struck with a blunt object. Could you explain to the court just what that object was?
The murder weapon was the statue of the thinker. It was found lying on the floor next to the victim.
I see. The court accepts this into evidence. A statue in the shape of the thinker. It's rather heavy. Right. Be sure to pay attention to any evidence added during the trial. That evidence is the only ammunition you have in court. Use tab to check court record frequently. His hair is better than mine. Whose hair? Mr. Payne? The prosecution? Or Phoenix? I love Mia's hair. Mia's hair's cute. Mr. Payne, the prosecution may call its first witness.
The prosecution calls the defendant, Mr. Butts, to the stand.
They did this just to make a butt joke. I swear to fucking God. Gonna adjust the mic a little bit. There we go. Chief, what do I do now? Pay attention. You don't want to miss any information that might help your client's case. You'll get your chance to respond to the prosecution later, so be ready. Let's just hope he doesn't say anything unfortunate. Uh-oh. Larry gets excited easily. This could be bad.
Ahem. Mr. Butts, is it not true that the victim had recently dumped you?
I don't know how I'm saying his name without laughing. I really don't. It is actually funny. It's actually more funny that I'm not laughing than the fact that this is a fucking butt joke. Hey, watch it, buddy. We were great together. We were Romeo and Juliet, Cleopatra and Mark Anthony. Didn't they all die? I wasn't dumb. She just wasn't taking my phone calls or seeing me. Ever. What's it to you anyway?
Mr. Butts, what you describe is generally what we mean by dumped.
Yeah. Larry has no luck with women. He can get a girlfriend, but he can't keep a girlfriend. He's like Illinois, but less suave.
In fact, she had completely abandoned you and was seeing other men. She had just returned from overseas with one of them the day before the murder.
What do you mean, one of them? Lies! All of it! Lies! I don't believe a word of it! 0 Riz. Well, he has about 2 Riz. Everyone else in the court has more than that. He's got 2 Riz, and I say that because he actually manages to get a girlfriend in the first place. It's just keeping them that's the issue. And they're supposedly all models. So it may only be 1 Riz. But it's definitely low Riz.
Your Honor, the victim's passport. According to this, she was in Paris until the day before she died.
The victim apparently arrived home from Paris on 7-30, the day before the murder. Because American. Indeed. She appears to have returned the day before the murder. Dude, no way.
The victim was a model, but did not have a large income. It appears that she had several sugar daddies.
No, she was Illinois. She was Illinois. If y'all posture check me every once in a while, that'd be appreciated, because My god, my fucking back, man. Daddies? Sugar?
Yes, older men who gave her money and gifts. She took their money and used it to support her lifestyle.
Dude.
We can clearly see what kind of a woman Miss Stone was. Tell me, Mr. Butts, what do you think of her now?
Right. I don't think you want him to answer that question. Yeah, Larry has a way of running his mouth in all the wrong directions. Should I... I'm gonna wait and see what happens. Might be better not to get involved with this one.
Well, Mr. Butts?
Dude, no way! That cheating she-dog! I'm gonna die, I'm just gonna drop dead! Yeah, when I meet her in the afterlife. I'm gonna get to the bottom of this! Let's continue with the trial, shall we? Yeah, no matter which I'd chosen there, it wouldn't have made a difference. He still would have said the same thing.
I believe the accused motive is clear to everyone.
Yes, quite. Oh boy, this is not looking good.
Next question. You went to the victim's apartment on the day of the murder, did you not? Well, did you or did you not?
Maybe I did, maybe I didn't. Oh no, he went. What do I do? Have him answer honestly. I know, I'll send him a signal. Tell the truth. Yeah, I was there. I went. Order. Well, Mr. Butts. Dude, chill. She wasn't home, man. So, like, I didn't see her.
Objection! Your Honor, the defendant is lying.
Lying?
The prosecution would like to call a witness who can prove Mr. Butts is lying.
Well, that's simple as matters. Who's your witness?
The man who found the victim's body just before making the gruesome discovery. He saw the defendant fleeing the scene of the crime.
Order. Order in the court. Mr. Payne, the prosecution may call its witness. Nuzleaf. Don't know that one. Sounds like Nuzlocke. But with leaves.
Yes, Your Honor.
This is bad.
On the day of the murder, my witness was selling newspapers at the victim's building. Please bring Mr. French Sowett to the stand.
He's very uncomfy.
Mr. Sowett, you sell newspaper subscriptions, is this correct?
Oh yes, newspapers, yes. Mr. Sowett, you may proceed with your testimony. Please tell the court what you saw on the day of the murder. I don't like him. You're not supposed to. Oh my god. I just realized what he reminds me of. He reminds me of the Happy Mask salesman from fucking Majora's Mask. That's what he reminds me of. I was trying to like figure it out when I was first playing through this. He reminds me of the Happy Mask salesman. That's fucking creepy. I was going door to door selling subscriptions when I saw a man fleeing an apartment. I thought he may be in a hurry because he left the door half open behind him. Thinking it strange, I looked inside the apartment. Then I saw her lying there, a woman, not moving, dead. I quailed in fright and found myself unable to go inside. I thought to call the police immediately. However, the phone in her apartment wasn't working. I went to a nearby park and found a public phone. I remember the time exactly. It was 1 p.m. The man who ran was, without a doubt, the defendant sitting right over there. Yeah, you see what I mean? He does. He reminds me of the Happy Mask salesman. He's really creepy. Larry, why didn't you tell the truth? I can't defend you against testimony like that. Incidentally, why wasn't the phone in the victim's apartment working?
Your Honor, at the time of the murder, there was a blackout in the building.
Aren't phones supposed to work during a blackout?
Yes, Your Honor. However, some cordless phones do not function normally. The phone that Mr. Sowett used was one of those. Your Honor, I have a record of the blackout for your perusal. That's coming up. Electricity to Miss Stone's building was out from noon to 6 p.m. on the day of the murder.
Now, Mr. Wright.
Yes. Yes, Your Honor?
You may begin your cross-examination.
Cross-examination, Your Honor? Alright, right. This is it. The real deal.
What exactly am I supposed to do?
Why, you exposed the lies in the testimony the witness just gave. Lies? What? He was lying? Your client is innocent, right? Then that means that witness must have lied in his testimony. Or is your client really guilty?
How do I prove he's not? Wright did not do his homework.
No, he went to law school, he got his badge, he's an official defense attorney, and he doesn't know what the fuck a cross-examination is.
You just wait until later. It's really annoying that they don't bring up ballistic markings until what is essentially the final one. Or turnabout goodbyes.
You hold the key. It's in the evidence. Compare the witness's testimony to the evidence at hand. There's bound to be a contradiction in there. First, find contradictions between the court record and the witness's testimony. Then, once you found the contradicting evidence, present it and rub it in the witness's face.
Okay.
Open the court record with tab and then point out the contradictions in the testimony.
Yeah, Wright did not do his homework. Okay. I'm going to question him on everything, because if you see up here, top right, there is a bar. Now I can press him on his words and none of this will go down. But if I present the wrong evidence, then two of these will disappear. On the DS version, though, it's exclamation marks. There is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 sections to this bar. Each incorrect thing takes away one. Okay. Isn't a man leaving an apartment a common sight? I find it odd you would take notice of him. I don't know. He would just seem strange to me, that's all. Like he was mad and yet frightened at the same time. Just like a criminal fleeing the scene of a crime. The defense requests the witness refrain from conjecture.
Of course. What the witness means is the man he saw looked suspicious. So what happened next?
I thought he must be in a hurry. Half open. Half open, you say?
Yes, yes.
The door was halfway.
Open halfway, yes. I watched for a moment, but no one came to close the door. That's odd, in a big city like this, I thought. I see. And what happened next?
Taking a little sippy. Making sure I get hydrated. What gave you the idea to do that?
Well, the door was half open, you see. Isn't it only human to want to peek?
We climb mountains because they are there. It's the same thing.
True words have never been spoken. Anyone would look inside.
When did Pain cut him off so quickly?
So, you looked into the apartment. What happened next?
Then I saw her lying there. Woman. Then dead. Are you sure she was dead?
Well, no, I guess I wasn't. But she wasn't moving at all, and there was blood everywhere.
I guess that would fail to anyone. Very well. What happened next? So,
you didn't touch anything in the apartment. Yes. I mean, no, nothing.
Okay, what happened next? Thought to call the police immediately. You thought to call the police? Does that mean you didn't actually call them? Okay, sticking a pillow behind me so that I actually have something to lean back against.
Please, listen to the rest of the testimony. You thought to call the police. What happened next?
Okay, I'm gonna try the other one. Oh yeah, that's better. That's better.
However, the phone in her apartment wasn't working.
Okay. The phone in her apartment wasn't working.
Yes, I mean, no, it wasn't.
Right. But you said you didn't go into the apartment. Or did you?
Oh, that? I can explain that. There was a cordless phone on a shelf in the entranceway. I reached inside and tried to using that to call, and that phone wasn't working, correct? What happened next?
How did he know the phone wasn't working if he didn't touch it? There you go. I think it's because this is based in like early 2000s, or like early to mid 2000s. So, I don't know much about phones from back then. I can't remember much. Why use a public phone? Well, you see, I don't have a cell phone. Being in the middle of the afternoon, there was no answer at the nearby apartments. Ah, right. What time did you call again? Remember the time exactly. It was 1 p.m. My legally blonde senses are kicking in. Yes. Okay. I'm going to go into here. Can you see a contradiction? I'm gonna have to chat this. Can you see the contradiction? How is 1 p.m. middle of the afternoon? There was an electricity blackout from noon, so 12 to 6 p.m. And he says that he called at 1. However, take a look at the time of death. Do you see the contradiction? Also, if he called at 1 p.m, how did she die that late? He's sus. Yes. He is. You found the body at 1 p.m. You're sure?
Yes, it was 1 p.m. for certain.
Frankly, I find that hard to believe. Your statement directly contradicts the autopsy report. The autopsy notes the time of death at somewhere after 4 p.m. There was no body to find at 1 p.m. How do you explain this 3-hour gap?
This is trivial. The witness merely forgot the time.
After his testimony, I find that hard to believe. Mr. Salt, why were you so certain that you found the body at 1 p.m.?
Gee, that's a really good question. Great job, Wright. Way to put him on the spot. That's all you have to do. Point out contradictions. Lies always beget more lies. See through one and their whole story falls apart. Wait! I remember now.
Would you care to give your testimony again?
Usually a witness will give testimony 2 or 3 times, having to revise it because of certain shit. You see, when I found the body, I heard the time. There was a voice saying the time. It was probably coming from the television. Oh, but it was 3 hours off, wasn't it? I guess the victim must have been watching a video of a taped program. That's why I thought it was 1 p.m. Terribly sorry about the misunderstanding. Did you see the contradiction?
blackout. Exactly. Exactly. I didn't say that previous one. I'm sorry. Mr. Wright, you may begin your cross-examining. You may cross-examine the witness. How? No electricity. How to fuck? He's so dumb. He is. Right. You know what to do. I've got this one. I think I'm Phoenix saying I've got this one. I don't know. The voice saying the time is probably coming from the television. Hold it right there. The prosecution has said there was a blackout at the time of discovery. I'm a far better liar than him. Guy is so stupid. He is. You'll find out why. You think he learned? No. Dumbass. And this record proves it. Put him out. Yeah. You couldn't have heard a television or a video. Gah! The defense has a point. Do you have an explanation for this, Mr. Sawat? No, I find it quite puzzling myself, quite. Ah! Right, I remember now. Mr. Sawat, the court would prefer to hear an accurate testimony from the very beginning. These constant corrections are harming your credibility. That you seem rather distraught. My apologies, Your Honor. It must have been the shock of finding the body. Very well, Mr. Sawat. Let's hear your testimony once more, please. Actually, I didn't hear the time. I saw it. There was a table clock in the apartment, wasn't there? Yeah, the murder weapon. The killer used it to hit the victim. That must have been what I saw. You saw a clock. I guess that would explain it. The defense may cross-examine the witness. Gladly. Okay. I'm gonna go into evidence. Is the clock broken? No, the clock isn't broken. There was a table clock in the apartment, wasn't there? Yeah, the murder weapon. The killer used it to hit the victim. Wait for it. Wait just a moment. The murder weapon wasn't a clock, it was a statue. How is this supposed to be a clock? She died by statue, not clock. Ah, wait for it. You and your objections, your evidence. Just who do you think you are? Just answer the question, Mr. Sawat. Hey, I saw it there, okay? That's a clock. Your Honor, if I may. Yes, Mr. Payne? As the witness stated, this statue is indeed a clock. The neck is a switch. You just tilt it and it says the time out loud. As it doesn't look like a clock, I submitted it as a statue. My apologies. I see. So the murder weapon was a table clock after all. Well, Mr. Wright, it appears the witness's testimony was correct. This is a clock. Do you have any problems with his testimony now? Yes. Your Honor, there's a gaping hole in the witness's testimony. The only way he could have known the weapon was a clock is to hold it in his hand, yet the witness testified that he never entered the apartment. Clearly a contradiction. Indeed. The witness knew it was a clock because he went into the apartment. You're lying. You were inside the apartment on the day of the murder. Oh yeah? Prove it. Prove I went in there. I'll do better than that. I can prove you were the one who killed her. You struck her with the clock, and the shock of the blow triggered the clock's voice. That was the sound you heard. Order in the court. Intriguing. Please continue, Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Solid, the sound must have left quite an impression on you. Understandable, since the murder weapon spoke just as you hit the victim. That voice was burned into your mind. That's why you were so certain about the time.
What's the meaning of this? This is all baseless conjecture.
Baseless? Just look at the witness's face. Would the witness care to elaborate? Did you strike the victim with the clock?
That day, I never, look, the clock I heard, no, I mean, I saw,
He pierced.
Shut up, it hit you, it was him, I tell you, I saw him, he killed her, and he should burn, give him death.
Oh, somebody's a little grumpy.
You wanna go to have a tantrum and you
I don't know what that was. Okay, note to self. His hair, yes, it's a toupee that he threw in Phoenix's face. I have a thick yellow pillow, yellow and grey pillow anyway, that I have sitting on the little bench thing that I use for a seat at my desk. I think from now on, when I stream, I'm gonna have it behind me so that I have something to lean into that's comfortable. Order in the court, I say.
Your Honor, a moment please. There isn't a shred of evidence supporting the defense's claims.
Mr. Wright. Your Honor, you claim the sound witness heard came from the clock. Do you have any evidence? The whole place is riding on this. You better think it through carefully. Your Honor, the sound Mr. Sowett heard was definitely this clock. Fact which is clear if you simply try sounding the clock. Let's sound the clock now, here in this court. Your Honor, may I have the clock? I ask the court to listen very carefully. I think it's 8:25. That's certainly a strange way to announce the time. Well, he is the thinker after all. So, heard the clock, what are your conclusions, Mr. Wright? Mr. Payne, can you tell me what time it is now?
It's 11:25. Well, I need to take a drink.
The music's a vibe. I've been bobbing to this shit, like, ever since I started playing it. It's fucking dope. As you can see, the clock is exactly 3 hours slow. Precisely the discrepancy between what Mr. Sowett heard and the actual time of death. So, Mr. Sowett, try to talk your way out of this one. Ha! You forgot one thing. Uh-oh. What's he talking about? Well, it may seem like that clock is running 3 hours slow. It proves nothing. How do you know it was running 3 hours slow on the day of the murder? If you can't prove that, you don't have a case. He's right. How am I gonna prove that? Damn it, I was so close. Mr. Wright, it seems you lack the critical evidence to support your claim. No, I fucking don't. Yes, Your Honor. This means I cannot let you indict the witness. Unfortunately, this ends the cross-examination of Mr. Frank Sowett. Come all the way down here to testify and look what happens. You treat me like a criminal. Your lies are all slime. Ugh, I almost had him. Sorry, Larry. I failed you. There's nothing I can do about it now. Mia. Not so fast, Mr. Sowett. Mia, Chief. Listen up, Ray. Don't throw this one away. Not like this. Think. But Chief, it's over. I can't prove the clock was stole the day of the murder.
Nobody can prove that. Well, yes. But that doesn't mean you can't still win. Try thinking out of the box. Don't waste time doubting the facts. Assume the clock was 3 hours slow and think through it. Ask yourself, why was the clock 3 hours slow? Figure out the reason and you'll have your proof. Right?
Right.
Can you think of a reason as to why the clock would be 3 hours slow?
It's not 3 hours slow.
Wait, maybe I can prove it. You must have evidence somewhere that can prove it, right? Find it and let him have it.
Well, Mr. Wright, you say the clock was already running slow on the day of the murder. You found evidence to support this claim?
Of course. There's a piece of evidence in the courtroom that can prove my claim beyond a doubt. Ha! Tough words. Let's see you pull this one off.
Let's see this evidence that proves why the clock was running slow.
The victim had just returned home from abroad the day before the murder. As we all know, the time difference between here and Paris is 9 hours. When it's 4 p.m. here, it's 1 a.m. the next day there. The clock wasn't 3 hours slow, it was 9 hours fast.
There y'all go.
It's, oh fucking shit. It's the same time difference as here to Australia. CL, it's the same fucking time difference. When it's 4 p.m. here, it's 1 a.m. there.
Oh, I didn't realize that before. Oh. I guess there is some reason to play it through a second time. Can I adjust this pillow?
The victim hadn't reset her clock since returning home. That's why the time you heard when you struck her dead in her apartment was wrong. Proof enough for you, Mr. Sod? Or should I say, Mr. Did It?
Saw it. Mr. Frank saw it.
All of these fucking people have puns.
God damn it. Vote him out. Well, this case has certainly turned out differently than we all expected. Mr. Payne, your witness?
He was arrested and has been taken away, Your Honor.
Very well. Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor? I have to say, I'm impressed. Don't think I've ever seen someone complete a defense so quickly, and find the true culprit at the same time. Thank you, Your Honor. At this point, this is only a formality, but this court finds the defendant, Mr. Larry Butts, not guilty.
Woo!
And with that, this court is adjourned. It turns out that Frank Solid was a common burglar. He posed as a newspaper salesman to check and see when people were out of the house. That day, when Larry went to her apartment, the victim wasn't home. After he left, Mr. Solid saw himself in to do his dirty work. While he was searching her place, the victim returned. Flustered, Mr. Solid grabbed the nearest blunt object he could find and hit her with it. August 3rd, 2:32 p.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby number 2. I got some gnomes. Good for you! Phew. Still can't believe we won. Right, good job in there. Congratulations. Thanks, Chief. I owe it all to you. L plus ratio plus you're guilty. Yeah. Not at all, not at all. You fought your own battles in there. It's
been a while since I've seen a trial end on such a satisfying note. I've never seen the chief look this happy. If she's this glad, I imagine how Larry must feel. My life is over. Larry, you're supposed to be happy. What's wrong now? Oh, Nick, don't worry about me. I'll be dead and gone soon. Good. Wait, no, I mean bad. Bad, bad, bad. Larry, you're innocent. The case is closed. But my Cindy Windy's gone, man. Gone forever. Larry, she was a... No. Never mind. Congratulations, Harry. Everyone gets his name wrong. I am not joking. It goes from Harry to Harry. Harry Butts. I don't know how people say that without laughing. Even now. Who? Yes, you. I can practically see the headlines now. Harry Butts, innocent. I can't explain why, but you're sounding American. Accent switching. It's just, thanks. I really owe you one. I won't forget this, ever. Celebrate. Dinner, movie, my treat. Oh, no, I couldn't. Hey, I was the one who got you off the hook. Oh, hey. Here, take this. It's a present. A present? For me? Wait, wasn't this the evidence that... Actually, I made this clock for her. I made one for her and one for me. Really? You made this? Well, thank you. I'll keep it as a memento. Yo, Nick, can you believe it? I was so into that chick, and she was just playing me for a fool. Don't that make you just want to cry? Larry. Are you so sure? Excuse me? My dad says excuse me sometimes. I think she thought quite a lot of you in her own way. Nah, you don't gotta sympathize me, it's okay. Oh, I'm not just sympathizing. Really? Isn't that right? Don't you have something to show your friend? Something that proves how she felt about him? Huh? Oh, yeah, right. What the heck is she talking about? This. Check this out, Larry. Proof positive you weren't just some chump to her. Huh? How about that clock? This is the clock you made for her, Larry. She took it with her whenever she traveled. Whatever. She probably just needed a clock, that's all. You think so? It's a pretty heavy clock to take traveling. I have cake. Oh, nice. Well, think of it what you will. Nick, I'm glad I asked you to be my lawyer. Really, I am. Thanks. Hope that made him feel a little better. Right? I hope you see the importance of evidence now. Also, hopefully you realize things change depending on how you look at them. People, too. We never really know if our clients are guilty or innocent. All we can do is believe in them. And in order to believe in them, you have to believe in yourself. Right. Listen, learn, grow strong. Never let go of what you believe in. Never. Well, I think our work here is done. Shall we be off? Yep, guess so. Say, how about dinner? On me. We'll drink a toast to innocent buds. Yeah! Oh, speaking of Harry, you were saying part of why you became a lawyer was because of him. Yeah, part at least. You have to tell me sometime. Maybe over drinks? I may have to cosplay Mia. And so, my first trial came to a close. Larry slapped me on the back and said, "Gee, Nick, it's good to have friends, but I'm pretty sure he's not gonna pay us. Unless you count the clock he gave Mia." I didn't know it then, but that clock was soon going to be at the center of another incident.
My promise to tell the chief about me and Larry would be one promise that I wouldn't be able to keep. So that's the end of the first one. BRB. Okay. Yeah, so this is the one that I'm doing. I'm gonna save it in here. Just don't worry about it. We're gonna wait for this to get up, because this is some vital start of thing information. Oh, you know what I wish I could do? Because I don't have a webcam or anything. What I wish I could do is show you guys when I'm cross stitching, because the cross stitch is fun. For the most part, anyway. I have no idea when Seal's gonna be back. You better tell me. Oh boy, my laptop is going nuts. Okay. Do do do. Do.
It's a beep. It's a beep beep. Beep beep beep.
Oh god. Can you guys hear that? The... That's... Ugh. Yeah, my laptop does not like me doing this. Oh boy. But you know, that's what you can do. Oh, Jesus. Whew. I'm tired. I'm tired. Ciel. Ciel, you're gonna miss some vital information. Ciel. Oh god. Tell you what, I'm gonna have to like sort out my fucking desk at some point. Cause oh, I'm back. Ooh! Hello. Yes. Hello. Miss anything? No. Other than the cell phone ringing, no.
Hello? This is Maya.
Hey Maya, it's me.
Mia! What's up? You haven't called in a while.
Sorry, I've been so busy.
How have you been?
Well, lonely, and it's all your fault.
Nah, I'm just teasing. It's been great. I've finally gotten used to... I'm finally getting used to having my own place.
That's good to hear.
Anyway, I'm calling because I have a favor to ask. I know. You want me to hold evidence for you?
Sharp as always.
There's a lot of buzz about the upcoming trial. I just don't feel safe keeping the evidence here. I gotcha. So what is it this time?
It's a clock.
A clock?
Yeah.
It's made to look like that statue, the thinker. And it tells you the time. I thought you might like it. You always like toys. Hey, I'm not a little girl anymore, sis. Now. You know I'm only teasing. I should probably tell you, the clock isn't talking right now. Huh? It's not working. That's lame. I had to take the clockwork out. Sorry. I put some papers inside it instead. Papers? Is that the evidence then? Well, there's a possibility that it might turn out that way. Yes. Can you come by the office, say, 9 to pick it up? I'll be in a pre-trial meeting until then. Okay, sis. But I expect dinner. Something good. Like burgers. I could really go for a good burger. Okay. We'll hit the usual joint. Alright, it's a deal. Okay, sis. See you soon. Yep. I'll be waiting, Maya. Conversation recorded. September 5th, 9:27 a.m. September 5th, 8:57 p.m. Fay & Co. Law Offices. Now, Miss Fay, I'll take what's mine. The papers. I'm sorry, but I can't give you what I don't have. Miss Fay, you are a poor liar. Why, I say right there, right over there. That must be the thinker that swallowed those papers. How could you know? You're not cogniferous in my background. Gathering information is my business, you see. I should have been more careful. My dear Miss Fay, I'm so very sorry. I'm afraid I must ask you for one more thing. Your eternal silence. Farewell, Miss Fay. Bonked. So how's that cosplay looking? September 5th, 9:08 p.m. Banker Law Offices. Uh-oh, I'm late. Huh? That's strange, because the chief left without me. She said her sister was coming over, so we should all go out for dinner. What's that smell? Blood? Mia! Maybe she's in her office. That smell. Blood! Sis. Someone's there. Chief? Chief? Chief! Who are you? The strange girl dropped out cold. I left her lying on the office sofa. I went back to the chief where she lay under the window. So, yeah. That's how's the cosplay? I don't know what's funnier, just waiting for a response to the fact that I haven't gotten one. I feel it when I held her shoulder. Then, all too quickly, it began to fade, till finally she was cold. Sorry, I zoned out. Chief, it's hard seeing her like this, but if there are any clues here,
She was struck on the head with a blunt object. Heard the word cosplay? She probably died instantly. So, how's the Mia cosplay? She's dead? No! Yeah, she got clonked. The thinker, lying next to her, must have been the murder weapon. There are some glass shards near the chief's body. Must be pieces of the glass light stand lying broken in the back of the room. Nothing else that seems clue here. Piece of paper. Must have fallen from Mia's hand. What could it be? A word written in blood on the scrap of paper. Maya. Did Mia write this? This piece of paper is a receipt from a department store dated yesterday. If you knew that, why did you not actually think it was... Why did you not think it was vital? This is bullshit. I better call the police and find out what that girl was doing here. Yeah, Maya. No. Not the pug. You'll find out in a bit. It's encrusted with dried blood. How ironic this became the murder weapon. Again. There's a large building right across from the office. The Watergate Hotel. A nice luxurious place. It's painful to look, but I have to for Mia's sake. So she was hit in the head with a blunt object. She probably died instantly. Purple cloak. Yeah. Some shards of glass are shattered on the floor. There seem to be the remains of a glass light stand. The one I knew about. The chief's chair. A simple, functional design. Feels pretty good to sit in too. Surprisingly, the chief was never good with machines. That's all she used this PC for was email. She picked up this ancient model at some garage sale for practically nothing. Thought Mia and Maya were the same person. No, they're sisters. The Fay & Co. ledger book. Everything is written in the chief's ultra neat handwriting. It's a small office, but it makes a good bit of money. Anything else? All the chief's important documents are packed in here. This is where she filed her case records and recent rulings. Perfectly normal office desk. The chief had a very particular policy about office decor. Spend big on stuff the clients use, but keep your own stuff simple. Right, I'd better call the police. That's funny. A few of the screws on the receiver are missing. Looks like someone was halfway through taking it apart. Police? Please, come quick! What was that? Someone screamed from outside the window? She's staring right at me. She's holding a phone in her hand. The phone receiver is missing a few screws. I'd better not use it. That girl just now. Where'd she go? Put her right there on that sofa. Uh-oh. I hope she didn't run on me. Yipes! Don't scare me like that. Excuse me, but who are you? It's okay, I work here. Maya. Maya Fay. Maya Fay? Maya. Samir was writing this girl's name. Maybe I should show her the receipt. Never thought there'd be evidence like this outside the courtroom. Hang on. Used to be in shock, I don't, so I have to know. Oops, McGee. I mean, yeah. Pretty much. Excuse me? Can you tell me what happened? I came in, the room was dark, and sis. So she was already dead. So you're the chief's sister. I'm her younger sister. And you were here visiting this late at night? Yes. She said she wanted me to keep some evidence for her. Evidence? Yes. It was in that clock. It was the thinker. About the thinker. Thinker. That was... Oh, sis. Probably shouldn't have asked her about the murder weapon. Bruh. Before Mia died, she wrote a message with her own blood. She wrote it on the back of this receipt. That's my name! Why would she write my name? I don't fucking know! Bitch! Please, just calm down. Why would sis write my name? Uh-oh. Now I've done it. I want to date your sister. Bruh. You can't. She dead. She a corpse. She Disney dead, my guy. Okay. Turn some lights on. That's yikes. Police. Sounds like they're on their way. Freeze! Police! Fucking... Alright. Alright. I'm Detective Gumshoe, see? We received a report from the building across the way, see? Got a person saying they saw a murder. I don't know, I got less riz than Larry for real. Markiplier. It's not Markiplier. It must have been the woman I saw. It's not Markiplier. It's Dick Gumshoe. Anyway, I don't want you moving an inch, kick. I don't know what voice to actually like properly give him, cause how? I don't know. I'll give him this kind of voice. I don't know what this voice is. Whoa! Excuse me. Which word might hear mean anything to you? That's my name. What? The victim drew this here note in her own blood, see? With dying breath, she wrote down the killer's name. Come on, I'm not... Case closed. You're coming down to the precinct, ma'am. What? Mia's younger sister, Maya, was arrested on the spot. I was taken in for questioning and didn't get out until the next morning. My eyes were heavy, but I couldn't sleep. Sat around waiting for visiting hours to begin at the detention center. I had to talk to Maya as soon as possible. September 6th, 9:07 a.m., detention center. Visitors room. Wow. That poor Maya locked up like a criminal. Oh. It's you, the lawyer. Good morning. Good morning. She looks so tired. Are you going to be my attorney? Well, that's what I wanted to talk to you about. I'd better give it to her straight. It's up to you. Up to me? Yes. I don't think this is something I should decide. After all, you're the one in trouble here. They're never going to believe me, are they? Even you, when you
found me in the office. He looked at me like I'd done it.
Did I look at her like that?
No, I never thought. It's okay, I understand. And I've also heard about you.
Heard? Heard what about me?
I was talking to my sister on the phone the other day. Today was my junior partner's first time in court.
Wow, really? How'd that go?
It was quite the scene. Honestly, I was on edge the whole time. It's been a while.
Ha! So he crashed and burned?
He's a genius. One of those strike fear into the hearts of evil types. The only thing he's lacking is experience.
Huh, sounds like it was fun.
Well,
I know who to go to if I ever get into trouble now.
I don't know, Maya. I think you might want to wait. Give him 3 more years. That is, unless you want to be found guilty.
Wow. Faith, man. She has fucking faith in him. Wow.
That's what she said. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to insult you.
No, it's okay. It's true, I guess. But at the same time, I just can't sit by and watch. I think of the person who did this to Mia.
I know.
There's something I've been wanting to ask you.
Yes?
I'm distraught. Why? Because Mia's dead? Oof. How dare they kill off the best character? Oh. It'll be interesting for you. It'll be interesting for you later on. She doesn't come back, like, alive again. In a sense.
Yes?
What's with that outfit? Oh,
this? This is what all acolytes wear. It's my uniform, you could say.
Acolytes? Like people in religious training? What is it you do?
Oh, it's nothing strange, really. I'm a spirit medium. In training.
A spirit medium? Pretty sure that qualifies as strange. Could you tell me about the day of the murder?
She talks to the dead?
Yes, she does. Although she's not very good at it.
Yes. Let's see. That morning, I got a call from my sister. She wanted me to hold on to a piece of evidence for an upcoming trial.
Evidence?
Yep. That clock shaped like a thinker.
The one Mary made. How could that have been evidence in a case?
Right. She said something about that. I remember. Do you want to hear it in her own voice?
Her own voice?
Yes. I'm pretty sure our conversation is on my cell phone.
You recorded it?
Yeah. I forgot how to delete those things.
So, you say you have a conversation with your sister on your cell phone. Let's hear it.
Right. Oh. I just remembered that detective took my cell phone. Sorry.
Oh, right. Of course. Next time I see a detective come, she'll ask him for it.
I'll write you a note so you don't forget, okay?
Sure. Thanks.
Maya's memo. The conversation I have with my sister is recorded on my cell phone.
So you're an acolyte. A, medium in training.
That's right. The Fae family, especially the women, have always been sensitive to the spirit world.
Wait a second. You said the Fae family?
So Mia was into that stuff too? Of course. She left the mountain to follow her career, she said. Her powers were first class too.
I had no idea. Wait.
What?
So you're a real, honest, goodness spirit medium with the ESP and all that?
Yes. In training.
Well, can't you just contact me as spirit then? Or you just ask her who killed her?
I'm sorry. I'm still in training. I couldn't do something on that level.
I thought that would be too easy. Huh? Something the matter?
I was wondering, could I ask you a favor? This is the address of a famous lawyer. My sister gave me this a long time ago. She said if I was ever in trouble, I should call him.
And well, I'm in trouble.
Do you think you could ask him to represent me?
Sure, why not? I'll go ask.
Thank you so much. I have no one else to turn to.
Say, what about your parents? I see. Don't worry, leave it to me.
Thank you. The trial's tomorrow at 10.
What? Tomorrow?
Tomorrow.
What if this guy refuses?
It told me that if I don't find one, the state will pick an attorney to defend me.
When will that happen?
They're giving me until 4 this afternoon.
Visiting hours are almost up. I better hurry. Right, I'll be back. September 6th. Grossberg Laura's offices. I can't fucking speak today, man. According to the receptionist, the big boss is out. She couldn't say. Ugh. Yawning, man. She couldn't say when he'd be back. It must be hard to keep track of everything when you're a famous lawyer. Not to mention run an office like this. I guess I'll just have to come back later. Okay. Considering the time, I'm gonna save. And, I'm gonna move to an area that actually has, like, music, I guess. September 6th. Phone police officers, they're all busy searching for clues. Hey, you there. This is a crime scene, pal. No trespassing. Sorry. Did I know you from somewhere? Wait, you're that Butts guy, aren't you? No, Phoenix Wright. How could anyone mistake me for Larry? Ah, guess I got the wrong name, Mr. Wright. Sorry about that. That Butts guy, he was a killer. And you're no killer, right? He was proven innocent. Right. And you were Detective Gumshoe. Gumshoe, wasn't it? Dick Gumshoe? Right, at your service. Hang on, that's Detective Gumshoe to you, pal. Anyway, get the name right. Don't go calling me Dick. Hey, Dick, get over here. Yes, sir. Be right there. You're a lawyer, right, pal? You got business here? You better do it quick. Phew. He thinks I'm his lawyer. Okay, now we'll save. Because I think we can do a little BRB. So I'm gonna switch to BRB screen, have lunch, and then I'll be back. actually, just went down and asked. There's like half an hour until lunch is ready. And I don't want to leave y'all on BRB for like 45 minutes, so we'll keep going. Mia, about Miss Faye, did you do an autopsy? You don't know about the results, eh? Why don't you go looking at me like that, pal? It's no use. She might have been your boss, but that doesn't mean you get special treatment. Alright. You can see the report, and that's all. Autopsy report. Time of death, 9-5 at 9 p.m. Cause, single blunt force trauma. Death was instantaneous. About Maya. Yeah, looking forward to the trial. Sorry, pal, but this is one trial you aren't gonna win. Why do you say that? City's put Prosecutor Edgeworth on the prosecution. Edgeworth? I'm sure you know what that means, you being a lawyer and all. Prosecutor Edgeworth. That's right, pal. Mr. Miles Edgeworth himself. Wait, you know him, don't you? Of course I do. I know him. He's a fair prosecutor. He doesn't feel pain, he doesn't feel remorse. He won't stop until he gets his guilty verdict. Aw, don't talk about that way. Don't talk about him that way, you make him barely sound human. Still, I'm afraid this pretty much decides the case. So, Edgeworth is on this one. He hasn't lost a case since he became a prosecutor at the incredibly young age of 20. Of course, there are rumors of back alley deals and forged evidence. What I know for sure is that Edgeworth hates crime with an almost abnormal passion. Never imagined I'd be facing him so soon.
Can I have her phone?
I was wondering, did you see my Faye's cell phone? Oh, that? Or that? I haven't. Do you think you could give it back? Sure. I mean, wait a second, pal. Tricky lawyer. Uh-oh, he's on to me. Tell him straight. If I tell him why I want it, there's no way he'll give it to me. Something that matter? Oh, no, it's just, you know, detective. Nope, I know nothing, pal. That cell phone has a lot of numbers on it, like her boyfriend's. A cell phone holds a little girl's sweetest and spiciest secrets. As someone who has spicy secrets in my phone, can guarantee. The spicy secret's a fan fiction. And that's it. I have nothing else. I'm too self-conscious to do anything else. Ugh. You're trying to confuse me. Sorry, pal. I already checked all the numbers in memory. Impressive. You're quite the detective. Uh-huh. Oh, here. You can have the phone back. There weren't any suspicious call records in there after all. Seems you didn't notice the recorded conversation. My cell phone received from Detective Gumshoe holds a conversation between the chief and Maya. Check the court record to hear the recorded conversation. Because of all, I've asked all the questions I need to. You all done, pal? Yes, thank you. I'll be heading out now. Oh, wait. One more thing I wanted to mention to you. Don't suppose you're planning on talking to that witness. Anyway, you better not. Don't influence the witness with your lawyerly ways, pal. Come to think of it, I've completely forgotten about her. The witness? Yeah, Miss April May. Sorry about this, but can't say anything about her. Well, you just told me your name, Miss May, huh? So, you sent her home already? You're trying your lawyerly tricks on me now. She's not going outside her room until the trial. So, she's still in the hotel across the way. Guess I should know better than to try and get a detective to leak information. Got that right, pal. Time to pay a visit to Miss May. Hang on. We have to go show Maya. Fucking phone first. Hey, what is it? Did you meet the lawyer? Sorry, I haven't seen him yet.
I see.
You better go see if I can find this elite lawyer she's talking about. Hey, I got your phone back.
Oh,
Say, can I listen to my sister's voice? Maya's eyes closed. She listened to every word with such intensity. Before long, tears began to roll down her cheeks.
thank you.
Day of crime. Could you tell me about the day of the murder? Sorry. I know it must be hard.
No, it's okay. All I've been doing the last few hours is talking about it. I've kind of gotten used to it. Let's see. That morning, I got a call from my sister. She wanted me to hold on to a piece of evidence for an upcoming trial.
That's the thinker clock Larry made. Practically qualifies as a serial murderer by now. So then, when did you arrive at the office?
It was right around 9. Lights were off and I could smell blood. Then I found her, my sister.
Thanks, man. That's all I need to hear for now.
Okay. Your family?
What about your family?
I only had my sister. My father died when I was very young. And I don't know where my mother is.
Don't know. So she could still be alive?
The women in my family have been mediums for generations. They say a lot of spiritual power runs in our blood. About 15 years ago, our family was involved in an incident. There's a man and he ruined our mother's life.
Ruined?
After that, she disappeared. Several years after that, my sister announced she would become a lawyer and left the mountain.
So, you live by yourself?
Yes, I've gotten used to it. Oh, also, I had to become independent or I would lose my powers.
I feel bad for her, all by herself up in that mountain. So, it was this man who, ruined your mother.
About 15 years ago, there was an unusual murder case. It made quite a stir. Everyone was talking about it, apparently. The police were running out of leads and they were getting desperate.
Wait, they didn't use a spirit medium, did they?
The police convinced my mother to try and contact the victim.
Wow, so what happened?
The case was solved, we thought.
You thought?
The man my mother helped the police capture was innocent. The police's consultation with a medium had been all carried out in secret, of course, but a man found out about it and leaked it to the press. He told all the papers that my mother was a fraud, and the media jumped on it big time. My mother, became the laughingstock of the nation.
I see.
White.
Excuse me? What?
That was his name. My sister told me.
White. Well, let's see if he's here. He's not. Okay. That painting has been bugging me ever since I stepped in here. The oil paint is so thick it's practically giving me a stuffed nose. I'm sure the price is nothing to sneeze at either, for that matter. Suddenly got a sore throat out of nowhere. Maybe it's doing the voices. One second. expensive-looking mahogany bookshelves filled with expensive-looking books. Funny. They don't look like they've ever been read. A solid mahogany desk. The wood's been polished to a deep luster. A table for clients. An elegant ebony case, and if I'm not mistaken, that lighter's made out of gold. Even I can tell someone's got money here to burn. An expensive potted plant. No idea what kind of plant it is, but it's probably the most expensive one available. Well, so it's got nothing else. Watergate Hotel it is.
Well, hello there, handsome.
Hi. Smooth, right? Real smooth.
You're the lawyer, aren't you? The detective told me. He said don't say nothing to that lawyer, pal.
Remember to self. Thank Detective Gumshoe for making my job harder.
Gee, this is all like something out of a movie. It's all so exciting, I can hardly contain myself. Ooh, let me go freshen up so I can look the part of the beautiful eyewitness.
I pity the lawyer that has to cross-examine this one. I have some bad news for you, Phoenix. The late summer sunlight streams through the window. There's the Fay and Co. law officer's building, of course. You can see the inside of the room pretty clearly from here. I think it would be a little difficult to recognize a face from this distance, though. A bottle and 2 glasses are on the table. Somebody must have been staying with her. Ah! A still scene painting. Wait, should that be still life? Whatever. One of those is hanging on the wall. Yes, it should actually be still life, technically. The flowers are fake, as expected. I know sunflowers and tulips, but that's about the extent of my full knowledge. What, you don't know roses, my guy? My god. A simple bed. It's been recently made. Nothing eye-catching here. Just getting all the itty-bitty bits around. There's a screwdriver stuck in this drawer. Wonder what's inside. Let's take a look.
Hey! Hey! What are you doing? No touching! Ooh, bad boy. You really shouldn't be prying around in other people's rooms now. You wouldn't want to make me upset, would you?
Upset? I thought she was going to explode for a second there. I wonder what could be inside the drawer. Can I talk to you? Do you think you could tell me something? I need you to describe what you observed at the time of the incident.
Ooh, absurd incident. You sound like a lawyer in the movies. I like a man with a big vocabulary.
Better not encourage her. You know that thing that happened the other day? The bad thing? What did you see when it happened? I don't suppose you could tell me about it. Pretty please?
Let me see. Well, dream on. If you want to know, you'll just have to come to court tomorrow, Mr. Lawyer.
Oh boy. Could you just... Who exactly are you?
Ooh, Mr. Lawyer, are you hitting on me?
No, hey, I'm just doing my job here.
You know you're cute when you blush.
Believe me, this is the first time in my life I've blushed this much. Right. Can you just tell me what it is you do?
Well, no. And you had your little hopes up, didn't you?
Oh boy. I see there are 2 glasses on the table. Is someone staying here with you?
Ooh, what amazing powers of observation. You must be one of those famous detectives like on television.
Oh, no, not me. I'm, just a lawyer.
Say, Mr. Big Detective, why don't you go look for clues in the garbage, Miss Maggie doesn't like nosy little lawyers.
Oh boy. Yeah, no, she ain't talking, fam. I don't think there's anything I can actually present her. Please? Hello? Seems like Mr. Grossberg is out. Well, maybe I should just wait here for him to come back. If that wasn't the most over-the-top clearing of the throat I've ever heard. Ah. Ha. Sure. You're the one that he saved. I'm gonna give him a War Stash-esque voice. Actually, aha. Sure. You're the one they say's been looking for me. Yes, that's me. He looks even grander than I imagined. A badge on your collar. Ah, so you're a lawyer, are you now? Yes, well, yes. And what do you want? I'm not particularly busy these days. Please, proceed. Not busy? Then how come no one can get in touch with you? Something the matter? You came to see the one and only Marvin Grossberg, did you not? Well, here I am, my boy. What do you want? Out with it! Well, sir, actually, it's about Maya. Maya Fey. Ah, yes, Maya Fey. Go on. Why the strange reaction? Cha-cha! I'm really quite busy here, son. I can't go taking cases on a day's notice. No, it's quite impossible. Wait a second. How did you know the trial's tomorrow? Anyway, I'm afraid it's entirely impossible for me to represent him. Sorry, end of discussion. What's going on? You refused me before I even got a chance to ask him. What do I tell Maya? He's got some, like, dope chill music. Just chilling with it for a second. Anyway, let's talk. Your refusal. How can you just refuse like that? Please, tell me why you won't take the case. Well, you see, it's just, I'm busy, you see. The client is Mia Fey's sister. Maya trusted you. She knew her sister would be in good hands. Yes, of course, I know that. However, I'm sorry, but I must refuse. Sorry, goodbye. Creep. Fine. Don't have any time to argue with you anyway. I'll go look elsewhere. Well, think not. Huh? You say something? I think not, I said. What do you mean? I'm terribly sorry, my boy. I'm afraid that no law worth their salt will take on this particular case. Terribly sorry, my boy. Why? I cannot say. I beg your pardon. But could you leave now? I have nothing more to discuss with you. What's going on here? Mia. How did you know Mia Fey? She worked here a long time ago. Quite the apprentice, that one. Learned my techniques in the blink of an eye. She left one day, quite suddenly. She had a mission, you see. A mission? You could see it in her eyes. She followed it with a burning passion and never looked back, that one. That's quite a painting. Aha! You noticed. It's my pride and joy. Impressive, isn't it? Well, isn't it? The color of the sky, the hue of the sea, the weave of the straw hat. It's worth at least $3 million. I have no intention of parting with it, of course. No, I wouldn't sell it. Not even to you. I wasn't interested. It's not for sale. I'm not buying. Jeez. Fine. Can I present this? Very sorry, but I have nothing to say regarding this matter. September 6th, 3:42 p.m. Detention Center, Visitor's Room. Hiya.
Oh, you're back. Did you find the lawyer?
Well, what do I tell her? Well, see, just be honest. I really don't think you should use that guy. He didn't seem healthy. He was all skin and bones. What really happened? You don't mean he refused to help? Oh.
I see. I've been abandoned then. Just a little longer now before the state-appointed lawyer comes, I guess.
4 p.m. Time's up. What should I do? To just leave her and go home? I'm gonna make a second one for all the joke options. A second personal save. I'm going to defend you, whether or not you want me to.
Why?
Why? Well, can't defend me. No one is as sad as a person without any friends. I know, I've been there a long time ago. Why did I become a lawyer in the first place? Because someone has to look out for the people who have no one on their side. Maya, I won't abandon you. You can count on me. That's so kind of you. Well, let's fight this one and get you out of here.
Right, thank you.
Phew, she smiled at last. She looks like an entirely different person. One last question. You are innocent, right?
Yes. And I trust you. So you trust me too, okay?
It's a deal. So, what next? Something that's been bugging me. Just what was inside this strange woman's drawer? It was when I tried to look into the drawer that she got all defensive. There has to be something in there. Anything to talk about? Nope. She here? Good afternoon, sir. Excuse me, you are? Ah, I beg your pardon, sir. I'm the bellboy of this establishment at your service, sir. Oh, right. I've just come up to deliver room service, sir. Do you know where Miss May might be? Ah, I believe our guest, Miss May, is currently using the, facilities. If you've no need of anything, I'll be taking my leave. Please, stay as long as you like. Enjoy. Yeah. Wait, no, hey! Why does it seem like every time I come here, I end up embarrassing myself? Wait, now's my chance to snoop around a bit. Ah, I almost forgot. Gah! You came back quick. Might I ask you to inform Miss May that there's a message for her? Please tell her that Mr. White of Blue Corp phoned. Oh, right. Sure. Mr. White of Blue Corp? Where have I heard that name?
White. That was his name. My sister told me.
White was the name of the guy who ruined Mia and Maya's mother. Could it be a coincidence? There's a screwdriver sticking out of that half-open drawer. Now's my chance to see what's inside. What do we have here? A wiretap? What would a woman like her be doing with a thing like this? Wiretap added to the court record. Found in Miss May's hotel room. There's definitely something suspicious about this Miss May. Why would she have something like this in her hotel room? There's a story behind all this, I know it. Alright. Be using this bit of evidence in tomorrow's trial, that's for sure. For Maya's sake, I'll get to this woman's bottom. Wait, I mean, you know what I mean.
Oh, bellboy! Still there?
Uh-oh, time to scram. Look forward to tangoing with you tomorrow, Miss May. In court. Yeah, that was terrible, Phoenix. September 7th, 10 a.m., District Court, Courtroom Number 1. Court is now in session for the trial of Miss Maya Fey. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Miles Edgeworth. He better not show any signs of weakness today, or he'll be on me in an instant. Oh, please do. Mr. Edgeworth, give the court your opening statement. Thank you, Your Honor. The defendant, Miss Maya Fey, was at the scene of the crime. The prosecution has evidence she committed this murder. We have a witness who saw her do it. The prosecution sees no reason to doubt the facts of this case, Your Honor. Thank you, Mr. Edgeworth. Let's begin then. If you may recall our first witness, Your Honor. The prosecution calls the chief officer at the scene, Detective Gumshoe. Witness, please state your name and profession to the court. Sure. My name's Dick Gumshoe, sir. I'm the detective in charge of homicide down at the precinct, sir. Detective Gumshoe. Please, describe for us the details of this murder. Very well, sir. I'm going to use this floor map of the office to explain. The body was found by the window, here. And the cause of death? Loss of blood due to being struck by a blunt object, sir. The murder weapon was the statue of the thinker found next to the body, sir. It was heavy enough to be a deadly weapon, even in a girl's hands, sir. The court accepts the statue as evidence. Still calling it a statue. £4 added to the record. Murder scene in the Fanco law offices. Now, detective. Yes, sir. You immediately arrested Miss Fey, who was found at the scene, correct? Can you tell me why? Yes, sir. Had hard evidence she did it, sir. Detective Gumshoe, please testify to the court about this hard evidence. As soon as the phone call came in, I rushed to the scene. There were 2 people there already. The defendant, Miss Maya Fey, and the lawyer, Mr. Phoenix Wright. I merely arrested Miss Maya Fey. Why? We had a witness account describing her. The witness saw Miss Maya Fey at the very moment of the murder. The very moment, you say. Very well, Mr. Wright. You may begin your cross-examination. Yes, Your Honor. Cross-examine what? Couldn't see a single contradiction in that testimony. Whoosh! Smack. Hey, Maya just threw something at me. What's this? When my sister couldn't find any contradictions in a witness's testimony, she would bluff it and press the witness on every detail. The witness always slips up and says something wrong. It works lots of times. I should have expected Maya would know some of her sister's tricks. Alright, let's give this a try. Something the matter? No, Your Honor. I'd like to begin my cross-examination. Good idea. Keep yawning. I only got like 6 hours of sleep because I was up to 2. Usually I get at least 7. Bragging. It's not a good day though. College day, definitely not. As soon as the phone call came in, I rushed to the... Who did you say you got a call from? Hey pal, don't play dumb, you know who. The call was from a customer at the Watergate Hotel right across from the crime scene. Okay, impressed. Not sure it did much though. Right, please continue. There were 2 people there already. Detective Gumshoe, how long would you say it took between you receiving the call and your arrival at the crime scene? Right, I'd say it was about 3 minutes. That's pretty fast. Our motto this month is quick response. That's how I got there before the killer got away. Indeed. So, tell us who the two people you found in the scene were.
Yes, sir.
The defendant, Miss Maya Fay, or Mr. Phoenix Wright. Are you absolutely certain it was us? Listen, pal, your dumb act will only get you so far. With her funky hippie clothes and your spiky hair, you two stand out like suspicious people at a crime scene. Well, he does have a point about her. She is pretty unmistakable. I should bring my points to press a little more care. What's that? What's the reason? Why we had a witness can't describe her? Hold on just 1 second. Yeah? If I heard correctly, you said you arrested her because you had hard evidence she did it, correct? Huh? Did I say that? Me? I heard you say it. You did say it. You said it. Exactly what about this suspicious woman in pink's claim was hard evidence?
What? Miss Mason's suspicious, and she sure ain't pink, pal.
Well, I guess she is pink. That's enough, Detective Gumshoe. Do you have any more solid proof than her claims, Detective? This pressing can have its advantages.
Yes. Gah.
Sorry. Got the order of things mixed up in my testimony, Your Honor, sir. There's something I should have told you about first, Your Honor. Very well, Detective. Let's hear your testimony again. After securing the suspect, I examined the scene of the crime with my own eyes. I found a memo written on a piece of paper next to the victim's body. On it, the word Mile was written clearly in blood. Lab test results show the blood was the victim's. Also, there was blood found on the victim's finger. Before she died, the victim wrote the killer's name.
How'd you like that? That's my hard evidence.
I'll do some stretching while I'm BRBing. Posture check. I'm still watching texting, it's just easier. Alright. Yeah, posture check. Oh. Quick awake. Sit up. Ugh. Boy, howdy. Before we begin cross-examination, I have a question for you, Detective. Your Honor? I said that like half an hour ago. Yeah, I know, but I'm playing the game and I'm not looking at my phone very much. Why didn't you testify this vital piece of information the first time?
I know, I'm a real embarrassed I forgot about it, Your Honor, sir.
Try to be more careful. Very well, the defense may begin its cross-examination. And did you find any evidence? Now, don't jump the gun on me, pal. Just listen. I'm getting to the good part. Got a bad feeling about this. Just because you found it next to the body doesn't mean the victim wrote it. Ho ho! And who did write it, smarty pants? Who? Killer. The killer. Anyone can see that. Huh. You're saying the killer wrote her own name? Buddy, please. She was framed. Hold on. If that's the case, where's your evidence? I guess that was a bit of a tall order for you. Those without evidence shouldn't open their mouths, Mr. Wright. Yeah, pal. Well, Detective, tell us what was written on that memo you found. bad man. Do you have proof it was Mia who wrote that? Of course I do, pal. Oh, so I'm pretty confident that might not be good. What kind of tests were these again? Huh? What kind? Well, eh. 1 second, guys. Okay. Definitely turn it on again, right? Yeah, definitely. Alright. Okay, back to the game. Here they take the little bits of the blood, the hemoglobins, hemoglobin, bobbin. I refuse to testify on this matter, pal. I'm no expert on blood tests. Yes, that was quite clear. You may continue with your testimony. Thanks, pal. Your Honor, sir. Detective Gumshoe. Yeah? I look forward to your next evaluation. As should you. Oh. That was a mess. Right. Where was I? Okay. Hang on. Okay, since lunch is now ready, I'm gonna stick y'all on BRB, and I will see y'all in a couple minutes. Okay? Okay, y'all.
Your boy is back.
I'm ready to do some more. There's also blood found on the victim's finger. On which hand was the bloody finger, detective? The right hand. She was right-handed. Haha. Ha ha ha. Nice try. Get back. Yes, I'm back. Uh-oh. I guess it wasn't too hard to see what I was getting at. Or died, the killer. Victim of the killer's name. Detective Gumshoe. You get a lot of cases where the victim actually writes the killer's name? Sure. Happens all the time in books and the movies. This isn't a movie, detective. Oof. Let's talk about reality, shall we? I guess. Haven't heard of many cases, no. Don't you find it a little odd that the victim would write down a name, especially the name of her own sister? Yeah, actually. You got a point, pal. Stop right there. The witness's opinion on the matter is irrelevant. The facts are clear. The victim wrote down the name of the accused. The victim told us the name of her killer. Order! Order! That didn't go too well. But that's right! What he said. It's his whole testimony. Okay, there has to be a contradiction in there somewhere. Let's find it. What the fuck kind of goddamn department store receipt note with letters written on the back. Tab. Present the mile. God damn it. Death was instantaneous. Consequence. Hang on. But mine was written in clearly in blood. Victim's finger. Also, there was blood found on the victim's finger. Before she died, the victim wrote the killer's name. The autopsy report says it's instantaneous. There we go. Detective Gumshoe. There's only one thing I want you to clarify for me here. You said that the victim, Mia Fey, wrote this note. That she was accusing the defendant, Maya Fey? That's really what you're saying. What? This isn't one of those lawyer tricks now, is it? Of course she wrote it. Who else could have? You have it backwards, detective. But backwards? The victim is the only person who absolutely could not have written it. This is a report from your department, detective. Immediate death due to a blow from a blunt object. She died immediately. But no butting your way out of this one, detective. Order! Order! The defense has a point. Someone who died immediately would not have had the time to write anything down. Mr. Wright, I beg your pardon, but when exactly did you obtain that autopsy report? The day after the murder. It was the day after the murder. The prosecution's point? That autopsy report is outdated, Your Honor. What? A second autopsy report was performed yesterday at my request. Death was almost immediate due to a blow from a blunt object, but there is a possibility the victim lived for several minutes after the blow. I received these results this morning. No way! Your Honor, it's quite easy to imagine the victim did have time to write Maya. That is all. I see. Damn you, Edgeworth. I should have known you had something up your sleeve. Hi, Mr. Wright, you look shocked. Something you want to say? You're a sham, Edgeworth. Mr. Edgeworth, I've heard there's nothing you won't do to get your verdict. What reason could you possibly have had to request a second autopsy report? Mr. Wright, defense will refrain from personal attacks on the prosecution. No matter, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, say what you will, the evidence in this report is undeniable. Your Honor, I submit this report to the court. Understood. The court accepts the evidence. Well, Your Honor, the evidence strongly suggests the victim was identifying the killer. Suppose that's the obvious conclusion? Yes. Darn, this isn't good. Hang on a second. I'm gonna open my window because it's getting warm in here because I shut the door so the cat doesn't come in, so. Shimmy shimmy. And we open the window. Also gonna open my curtains because fuck it. It's dark in here and I need light. Anyway, shall we? The prosecution would like to call its next witness. It's Edgeworth, the one everyone simps for. Pretty sure? Yes. The male one, anyway. Female, I'm not too sure. Let the witness, Miss April May, take the stand. Exactly what part of her is innocent? I don't get it. Yeah, well, you don't have an attraction to men. Witness? State witness your name, please.
Miss April May, at your service.
Order. An introduction should not require any reaction from the crowd. Ah, that might explain it. Yeah, you think? The witness will refrain from wanton winking.
Aww. Yes, Your Honor.
This is not good. She's already captured the heart of every man in this courtroom. Tell us, where were you on the night of September 5th when the murder occurred?
Gee, I was like in my hotel room. I checked in right after lunch.
And this hotel is directly across from the Fanco law offices.
That's right, big boy.
But with other characters, I sometimes get it. Oh, who knows? Please testify to the court about what you saw.
It was like 9 at night. I looked out of the window, you know? And then, ooh, I saw a woman with long hair being attacked. The one attacking her was the mousy girl sitting in the defendant's chair. And then the woman, like, dodged to one side and ran away. That girl, she caught up to her and she hit her.
I'd understand if it was the judge, but Edgeworth? Stoic, classy man who drinks tea, knows what he wants, and he's 24. The judge is close to Grossberg's age. But I don't know why. I'd understand if it was the judge. The judge? Really? You'd understand if people simped over the judge with the big fucking beard. I'd rather have him as a grandfather than somebody to simp over. No idea. Still don't get it completely. Look, people will simp over whatever the fuck they want. He has DILF energy. He has GILF energy. Bruh. The judge is like old, man.
Then the woman with the long hair, she kind of slumped. And that's all I saw. Every bitsy itsy.
Well, Your Honor, I see. It is a remarkably solid testimony. I don't see a need to trouble the witness there. Wait, Your Honor! Yes, Mr. Wright? What about my cross-examination? I thought the witness's testimony now was quite firm, didn't you? Mr. Wright, I understand you're Miss Maya Fey's understudy, were you not? You must know her techniques well. Her cowardly way of finding tiny faults in perfectly good testimonies. Hey, how dare you? Well, Mr. Wright, will you cross-examine the witness? Yes, of course I'm gonna fucking cross-examine the witness. I'll gladly cross-examine. I'll gladly do the cross-examination. If only because I have a feeling Edgeworth doesn't want me to. She has to have some weaknesses. Very well. You may begin your cross-examination. Why did you do that?
Huh? Why? Like, why what?
Why did you look out of the window? Were you expecting to see something?
Oh, well, gee.
What? That's it? She can't get out of this question that easily.
I sort of, you know, I had a feeling.
Well, I have a feeling she's trying to avoid the question. Maybe I should press a little harder on this one. Go for it. See how far I can run with this. Surely you must have had a reason to look out your window at that time of night.
Oh.
Mr. Wright, I will not have you badgering my witness. Badgering? You insist on needling her with these trivial questions. Should I move my mic closer? I'm gonna move my mic closer. So y'all can hear me better. Angle it up a bit. There we go. I really don't think it should be allowed. Yeah, stop him. Poor girl. Fuck off, man. Order! Mr. Wright, you have been warned. Poor girl, what about poor me? You looked out of the window. What did you see next?
And then, ooh, I saw a woman with long hair being attacked.
Okay, smart microphone moving. How's that? The woman with long hair. That was Mia Fey?
Huh? Slender, sort of. Well, some people might say pretty, if that's your thing.
Your thing? And the person attacking her? Thanks, I hate it. You're welcome. You're welcome. How do you know she was the defendant?
Huh? Well, you know, she had girlish physique. I didn't know these things. Look, I just know, okay?
There was only one person that had seen the crime, the short, girlish figure. The testimony is bulletproof, Your Honor. He's right. Question the testimony. Hold on a minute. That testimony stinks.
What?
Miss May, I'm willing to bet that you're lying. Are you telling the truth? Did you really see the defendant?
Ugh.
Mr. Wright, what is the meaning of this?
Yes, what is the meaning? Somebody tell me, because I'm clueless about this, I mean.
Okay. If you'd really witnessed my client, Maya Fey, you would have noticed her clothes before noticing her physique. No one wears clothes like this on a daily basis except her. And I'm no expert on fashion, but her hairdo looks far from normal to me. However, the witness's testimony mentions neither of these things. The testimony is bogus.
But...
Still, we don't know if she was dressed that way the night of the murder. She was, Your Honor. I saw her. And so did Detective Gumshoe. What do you say to that, Miss May?
What are you trying to say, you mean lawyer? I saw what I saw. I just didn't think all the trifling little details were necessary, darling.
Miss May, the court would like to remind you to please omit nothing in your testimony.
I'm sorry, Your Honor. I'll be a good girl, I promise.
Your testimony again, if you would. Damn, I almost had her. You did not, my guy. You did not. You did not.
I did see everything. I did. The victim, the woman, dodged the first attack and ran off to the right. And the girl in the hippie clothes ran after her. And she hit her with that weapon. I saw it. I did. That clock, the kind of statuary clock, the thinker, I think. Well, does that accuracy of my report not startle you? Teehee.
I see. You only wish you had been so detailed from the beginning. Please, begin the cross-examination. So, you saw me then, too.
Of course. I remember that spiky hair anywhere.
Spiky. Phoenix, it's Spiky. The witness will refrain from personal attacks on the defense attorney.
Aw, was I a bad girl? I'm sorry.
Very well, continue. Fucking hate the way she talks right now, because I have to do that. It's not the worst thing in the world, but it's not something I'd love to do on the regular. Thank God it's just for this trial. Is that right? As in your right, as you looked from the hotel?
Which hand do I hold my knife in again? Right. It was my right hand, right?
Satisfied, Mr. Wright? Please continue. How convenient for you to remember her hippie clothes.
That's what she was wearing. Oh, and her hair was all done up in like a bun.
What happened then? Where did this weapon come from?
She picked it up from the desk.
I see. What sort of weapon was it? A clock?
Well, don't look so sour, Mr. Lord. You can't win them all.
Miss May, what you said just now was quite revealing.
Revealing? Ooh, you'd like that, wouldn't you, naughty Mr. Lawyer?
You just said that the statue of the thinker was a clock. There's no way of knowing that just by looking at it. Ugh. Another person in much the same position as you recently called this a clock too, and he was found guilty of murder. Order! Order! Miss May, can you explain how you know this was a clock?
Ooh, ugh.
The witness saw the murder with her own eyes. That's all that's important here. The defense is trying to confuse the issue with trivial concerns. Yes, of course. You will withdraw your question, Mr. Wright. But questions are all I have, Your Honor. As you may recall, I've caught murderers with these questions before. Well, only once. Objection is sustained. You may continue to question the witness. Whew, that was close. If you stopped me there, the trial would be over.
Huh? What? So, what happens now?
What happens now is you answer my question. How did you know it was a clock?
What? That's... because I heard it? Yes, I heard it say the time.
So you've been to the law offices of Fanco. Jesus. My headphones unplugged. Like how my knuckles click?
No, hey, I didn't say that. Why would I go there? I heard it from my hotel room.
The law offices of Fanco, where the murder took place, is very close to the hotel. She could have easily heard the clock. Well, Mr. Wright, are you satisfied? No, Your Honor.
God damn it, stop unplugging. I can't give up now. I'm not satisfied because she couldn't have heard it. Oh, that was the wrong thing. It was it couldn't have rung.
No, Your Honor.
Not satisfied because it couldn't have rung. I picked the wrong one last time as well. Luckily, it doesn't give you a penalty for that. Your Honor, members of the court, it is inconceivable that the clock in question rang. That clock is missing its clockwork. How could you possibly? Just take a look, right now. Oh! See anything interesting, Your Honor?
It is as the defense says. This clock is missing its clockwork. It's quite empty. Mr. Wright, would you care to explain to the court the meaning of this?
It is as you can see. The clock was empty, it couldn't have rung. Therefore, this witness is a big fat liar.
Fat?
That's the thing she picks?
Well, Miss May? Quite a show you put on for us, Mr. Wright.
He knew the clock was empty somehow. He knew.
I'm afraid you've gotten one thing, however. Indeed, the clock is empty, as you say, it can't ring. However, we must ask, when was the clockwork removed? If it was after the witness heard the clock, then there was no contradiction. That's true. That is a possibility. The clock might have been emptied as she heard it. And that is exactly what happened, Your Honor. Well, Mr. Wright, can you prove when the clockwork was removed? Impossible, of course.
I have proof.
What?
Wasn't it you who told me proof is everything? Well, I was listening. And now I'll show you the proof you like so much. The evidence that proves when the clockwork was removed is this. Take a look at this.
It's a very cute cell phone.
Ooh, you have a girly phone.
Wait. This isn't my phone. Listen. This is the defendant's cell phone, and it contains a recording. A recording of a conversation she had with the victim on the day of the murder.
Order!
The defendant's cell phone. This wasn't brought to my attention. Perhaps Detective Gumshoe overlooked it?
A good detective, but remember, he's up for evaluation soon.
I gotta say, I'm starting to feel bad for the big fella. I missed it. You missed what? What'd you miss? Oh, the Pokemon. Right. Let's hear the conversation.
So you want me to hold on to the thinker for you then?
Posture. Okay. Readjust. Move the pillow. Upright. If you could. I should probably tell you, the clock isn't talking right now.
Huh? It's not working? That's lame.
I had to take the clockwork out. Sorry. September 5th, 9:27 a.m. Your Honor, I think this makes it clear the clockwork was already gone by the time this was recorded, which was well before the witness even arrived at her hotel. Well, Miss May, would you care to explain this to the court? How did you know the weapon was a clock?
Well, isn't it obvious? I saw a clock before. What store is that again? I go to so many. Oops, I forgot.
So the witness has seen it before. That would make sense. Does the defense have any objections? Yes. The witness claims she'd seen it before. This directly contradicts a piece of evidence already submitted to this court. Please produce this evidence that will prove the witness had not seen the clock before.
The fucking clickety-clock.
It's simple. This clock was never in any store ever.
What?
A friend of mine made that clock. Only 2 exist in the world, and the only one that isn't here is in police custody.
Impossible. Everything is sold in stores.
Miss May, I think it's high time you went shopping for a better excuse. If it's the clock from the first trial. Yes, it's not the same clock from the first trial, but it's a duplicate. He made one for himself and one for his girlfriend. His girlfriend got killed with hers, and he gave his to Mia, who was then killed with it. So it is the same kind of clock, but there are only 2 in the world. Oh, excuses not on sale today? Oh. I'm not putting that sound. I don't know what that is.
What's it to you, porcupine head? That stupid clock doesn't matter, okay? She did it, and she should die for it. Die!
Whoa, let's not get ahead of ourselves. This is a court of law, and the witness will remain calm.
Oh. Silly me. Did I, lose it? I guess I did.
Scary. Miss May, let me ask. Tell me, how did you know the weapon was a clock? Oh dear. Does the defense have an opinion on this behavior? Okay, this is it. Yes, Your Honor. Allow me to explain how I see the truth of the matter. Miss April May, you knew the weapon was a clock because you had heard about it. The witness had never held the clock in her hand. However, she had heard that it was a clock. She heard? That is correct, Your Honor. There's no other way she could have known the thinker was a clock. And I can show you the proof. Well, this is interesting. Let's see it then. Show me the evidence proving the witness heard the murder weapon was a clock. She wiretapped. Have a look at this.
That?
I found this in Miss May's room. Mr. Wright, please explain to the court what this is. Miss April May, you were tapping the victim at Miss Mia Fay's phone, were you not?
Oh!
Your Honor, this is irrelevant. I'm not entirely sure that it is. Objection overruled. It troubles me that our witness was in possession of a wiretap. This is outrageous. Does the defense truly claim the witness was tapping her phone? Absolutely. Even if that was the case, which is not, you still have to prove one thing. Did the victim ever say the weapon was a clock on the phone? Can you prove that? I think not. Oh yeah? I think I can. It's simple. What? Here's my proof. The proof that the victim said on the phone that the weapon was a clock is the phone. Present the defendant's cell phone. Yes, we've seen that. Listen once more to the conversation between the defendant and the victim.
Yeah, what's up? You haven't called in a while.
Well, actually, there's something I want you to hold on for me.
Again? What is it this time?
It's a clock.
It's made to look like that statue, the thinker, and it tells you the time. Miss April May, you used a wiretap to listen to this conversation. That's how you knew the thinker was a clock. Am I wrong? Your Honor, this is ridiculous. Your Honor, look at the witness's face. Does she seem amused to you? The defense demands an answer. Witness, answer the question. Did you tap her phone? Miss May.
Shut up, all of you. What gives you the right to talk to me like that? You lawyer?
Like, that's a fucking insult.
It's no fair. All of you ganging up on me like that. Oh, the bad girl, is that it? Is that it?
She's crying, so that did it. The court's seen the real Miss April May now. Now to deal the final blow. Why the wiretap? Why did you tap her phone? Answer the question.
Do I have to? Isn't this a murder trial? Isn't to be tapping irrelevant?
Gosh, this is exactly what Edgeworth wants to hear. Miss May, you were tapping the victim's phone. I hardly call that irrelevant. Tried to fill out my contract again and I don't like it. Yeah, it's gonna suck, man. God, chat is so fucking small. Teeny tiny. Well, the court does not condone the defense's tone of voice. He has a point. Well, Ms. May, do you have an explanation for the court? Can you prove you had nothing to do with this murder even though you tapped her phone? Ah, I'd like to see her pull that off.
Mr. Lawyer, I saw that evil grin. You're probably thinking I'd like to see her pull that off, weren't you?
It keeps misgendering me. Oh. Yikes. Stinky illegal stuff. Yeah. Damn, she's good.
Well, you're not the first man who's thought that, and of course I can and will.
You can't be serious. No way.
Way, I say, way. Oh, and I assure you I'm serious, Mr. Lawyer. Okay, so the killing happened around 9 at night. Right, that's when I was getting room service from that sweet bellboy.
Room service?
Iced coffee, I believe it was. Iced coffee? You know, like normal coffee, but cold? If you don't drink it quick, the ice melts and you have regular cold coffee.
Iced coffee?
Think I'm making this up? Ask the bellboy.
Although the witness was not on the scene of the crime at the time of the murder. This is all stinky legal stuff. So where does that leave us? It is my great displeasure to inform you that the witness appears to have been tapping the victim's telephone. However, there was a separate crime with no bearing on the current case whatsoever. Her testimony stands. She saw the defendant, Maya Fey, commit murder. There's no way I can win this unless I tie Miss May to the murder somehow. Well, does the defense have anything to say? These were possible, just how many hearts type that it was out of date. Call the bellboy with. The defense would like to call the hotel bellboy as a witness. There's something suspicious here, and I'm going to get to the bottom of it.
I think you've sunken quite low enough already.
I object to calling the bellboy. Why? What's your reason? Because I hold that the wiretapping had nothing to do with the killing. However, if you agree on one condition, I'll consent to calling this witness. Condition?
If Miss April May's alibi is not called into question after you examine the bellboy, then you will recognize that Miss April May was not the killer, that she is innocent, and thereby you must also accept the verdict of guilty from Miss Maya Fey. That is my condition. What? Or find something suspicious in that bellboy's testimony. Otherwise Maya will be declared guilty on the spot. What should I do? Accept the condition, man. So we got... Alright, I got nothing to lose except for, well, everything. Understood. Accept your condition. Fool. You fell right into my trap. Wait. Very well. Court calls the hotel bellboy to the stand. Yeah, once this particular trial is over and it's on to the next day of investigation, I'm gonna call it. I believe we're ready for the witness to testify. He certainly does look like a bellboy. Yes, sir. I received your summons in the middle of work, sir. I'm happy to be of service. The teaser looks rather heavy, so without further ado, the witness may begin his testimony. Very good, sir. He found sleepy. I was up until 2 AM and then woke up at 8. I got 6 hours of sleep. You should come over and nap with me. It's a bit far. I'll probably fall asleep before I get there. I'm the head bellboy at the fine Watergate Hotel and business for 4 generations. I believe I received a call after 8 in the evening from my guest Miss May. She asked for an iced coffee to be brought to her at 9 on the dot, sir. I brought it to her precisely the requested time, of course. And I delivered the iced coffee to our guest Miss May herself. Carnival. I see. The defense may begin its cross-examination. Right, I'm ready. I hope. This is it. If I can't prove Miss May was involved with the murder now, Maya will be finished. What exactly is it you do at the hotel? Why? Anything requested of me, sir? Jesus. I check in guests, I check out guests. I clean rooms, make beds. I even deliver room service, sir. I checked Miss May in personally. Are you always so prim? Mr. Wright, we will refrain from asking frivolous questions. Is he always so prim? Are you sure it was Miss May on the phone? Absolutely, sir. How can you be so certain? I checked Miss May in personally, sir. Not only did I see her in all her stunning radiance, but also heard her voice. And then I saw them, and Bruh, he saw the titties and was captivated. The point being, I remembered her quite well, sir. Yes, what then? She asked for an iced coffee to be brought to her at 9 on the dot, sir. Let's see. 9 on the dot, you say? Yes, I confirmed that detail several times. She was watching a program on the TV and wished to drink after she finished, sir. Precisely 9 then? Precisely, exactly, and most definitely, sir, 9 PM. How can you be so sure? Miss May was quite insistent that it be brought then. Oh, bellboy, teehee. I'd like iced coffee at exactly 9. Something like that, sir. Therefore, I knocked on her door at the crack of 9, sir. Why would she be so particular about the time? You're sure it was Miss April May herself? Absolutely, sir. Absolutely? Yes, sir. As in, so very absolutely, sir. It's an endearing mannerism of mine. How come you're so very certain? Oh, well, when I brought the room service, sir, the guest, sir, favored me with, an embrassier, sir. Embrassier? Is that French for embrace? It's French for kiss, sir. But not a French kiss, sir. More of a peck on the cheek. But why would she have done that? I believe perhaps she was momentarily swayed by my prim demeanor, sir. It's a moment I shall never, ever forget, sir. That's pretty fishy to me. I think Miss May was up to something and wanted the bellboy to remember her. It's no good. There's nothing there. Is that it? Finally, you understand. This bellboy has absolutely no reason to lie. Now, if you have any decency, you will end this rather tedious cross-examination. It was a bit tedious. The witness may leave the stand. I can't let this happen, can I? Protest. Wait, please wait. Yes. Yes? Does the defendants have something to say? One last question. Let me ask one last question. Your Honor, I must object. The charade of justice has gone on long enough. Now, Mr. Edgeworth. Alright, Mr. Wright, I will give you one more question, that's all. Ask about it. Tell me again about the room service. Again, sir? At exactly 9, I delivered room service to Miss May in room 303. The guest had requested iced coffee. $18 was the charge, as I recall. I see. $18? Doesn't that seem a bit expensive? Yes, well, iced coffee too, you know. And we don't skimp on the ice, sir. What did you say? Rather, quiet. Bellboy, tell us the truth now. Was someone else staying in Miss May's room? I object. That was objectionable. Objection overruled. The witness will answer the question. Yes. Yes, I see. Why did you not mention this in your testimony? Also, you didn't ask. Nice try. That's the sort of thing you're normally supposed to mention. Yes, quite, indeed. It was the, good barista there, Mr. Edgeworth, who... He asked me not to mention if I wasn't specifically asked, sir. Ugh. You fool. I've done it. I've won. On this bit. Miss April May checked into a twin room with a man, correct? Yes, sir. Then, when you brought them room service, you didn't see that man in the room? That's right, sir. Your Honor, we have just learned of another person involved who may have been the murderer. In light of this new fact, I hold it impossible to judge the defendant. Wouldn't you agree, Mr. Edgeworth? And who, Mr. Wright? Who's this other person? Simple. It was the man with Miss May. The man who checked in with Miss May. Oof. Your Honor, as it has been previously revealed, Miss May was tapping the victim's phone, yet Miss May herself has an alibi at the time of the murder. However, that does not clear the man that was with her. The bellboy saw no one else in the room at the time of the murder. My convenient setup, but it's too late. Too late? I suppose you'd like it if it was too late, wouldn't you? After all, it was you who hid the presence of the other man from this court. Oof. Start. Amateur. These accusations are ludicrous. Enough. The court acknowledges the defense's argument. I expect the prosecution and defense to look into this matter fully. Am I understood?
Yes.
Yes, Your Honor. That's all for the trial. It's all for today for the trial of my affair. Court is adjourned. Calm down, Aaron Burr. Wow. September 7th, 2:24 p.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby number 1.
Mr. Wright, you were amazing in there.
Really?
I think I might be your newest fan.
Oh, I was just doing my job, you know.
And then again, the other attorney was pretty cool too.
Huh?
That face of his, with his wide eyes and trembling lips, it sent shivers up my spine.
If you say so.
So, what happens with me? Do I get to go home now?
Well... He's got to use it. Yeah. No, I don't think so. Not yet. Oh. I see. But I've got a great lead in today's trial. A lead. A lead? That man with Miss May. He's the key.
Oh, I get it. What happens with Miss May after that anyway?
I heard they arrested her. I guess she's learning her charms will work everywhere. She's probably at the detention center now. I may have to go down there later. Anyway, this case is far from closed.
Yes, sir.
I'm going to find out more about this man.
Do you think he was the one who...
Maybe so.
Sis,
Don't worry. I'll find him by tomorrow. I promise.
I'm counting on you.
Asked for a full record of Miss April May's testimony. Thought it might come in handy during the trial tomorrow. Now that I have it, I'm not so sure. Most of her testimony was all lies. In fact, there's only one part that has been stricken from the record. I don't know how much good this will do to me at all now. Anyway, time to hit the pavement and do some investigating. You better, Phoenix. Maya doesn't belong in that detention center, and it's up to me to set her free. Yeah, to be continued in the next fucking stream. Because, I've been live for a while. I've been alive for 3.5 hours. I'm not used to doing longer streams. I might start doing it. I might start doing it. Yeah, I've got to make sure I can actually get to touch screen. So, there we go. Dun, dun. So, that concludes the start of the Ace Attorney trilogy for the stream. Give me someone to listen to they're fun. Nap time. They're fun. Gives me someone to listen to while I'm working on stuff. Yeah. That's cool. It was actually really fun. It's one of my favorite game series, so I'm really happy that I get to share it with y'all, even though, you know, there's not a lot of people here to enjoy it with me, but those who are here and are enjoying it with me, your presence is much appreciated. Mr. Lawyer Man will return. Maybe. We'll see. Maybe not the direct next stream. I might flip back and forth between Sims and Phoenix Wright for a while. I don't know. Unless I find something more interesting to do. But yeah. That was fun. Really enjoyed that, actually. So, you know. We will see about all of that. The top save file in number 1, that is my personal save file, so 10 is stream. I am going to have 3 save files each for each individual game. personally. So that leaves 4 for any random bits and bobs. So, yeah. We'll see. Pog. But what do you mean pog? That makes more sense. Also correct, huh? Yeah, I may get around to making... got my contract in. Oh, great! That's amazing! Yeah, I may make a, like, special stream has ended thing. For, you know, so people can see where to find me in different social places. But, yeah. That was fun. I'd love to play more. I really would. I'd love to play more on stream. In my own time, though, I am going to continue and go on to Ace Attorney Justice for All, which is the next game. So I'm going to enjoy that. You guys enjoy your days. I hope you all have a good day, week, month, and I will see you all in the next stream. Bye!